All right, we have a replay here from Lamb Sauce King versus Strat Game. Empire versus Greenskins. A classic. An absolute classic. Boris Todbringer versus Wurzag. We love the Wurzag. We do. So on one side, Boris Todbringer with his self-heal, his melee debuffs, and his 2 different leadership debuffs. Very good versus all leadership factions. We have a Spirit Leech caster on foot with nothing but Spirit Leech. Triple Huntsman, 2 Outriders with grenade launchers, 3 Empire Knights, and then a bunch of Halberdiers and Spearmen. Okay. For the Greenskins, we have some Orc Boarboy Biggins mixed with Forest Goblin Spider Riders. Looks like 4 of each. One of the Orc Boarboy Biggins is the ROR Broken Tusk Mob. We have a Stone Troll and the Swamp Thing's River Troll Hag ROR. They cause terror. 4 Squig Herds, 4 Goblins, and Wurzag, the Great Green Prophet, with Here We Go, Fists of Gork, Brain Burster, and Gaze of Mork, with Effigy to get back here for some spells. Cool. Huntsman and Outriders grenade launchers teeing off onto the poor Goblins and Squigs. It looks like those Goblins aren't even going to make it to the front line, but those Squigs sure will, and they do get a charge on the Outriders grenade launchers who are going to want to pull back rather swiftly as Boris dives in to terror out the Goblins in short order. The Outriders fall back, the Huntsmen are safe, and they do need to get shooting at these Stone Trolls. Though I wonder how safe the Outriders grenade launchers are going to be, because the Greenskins have a pretty significant advantage in the mobile game department. Still the Outriders shooting. I really want to see some Outriders punish this giant blob up here. That just seems juicy. It looks like some Outriders are turning to do so. Oh, and with Boris rear charge, it's going to be terrible for the Greenskins. We get a terror up from the Goblins, and everything up here is going to rout. Oh, that is bad. Oof. God damn. Anyway, while that hill fight went fantastically, Orc Boarboy Biggins are doing well in the backline. Forest Goblin Spider Riders are here to muck up the day of these Huntsmen, and some Squigs have harassed an Outrider Grenade Launcher entirely to death. The first was popped, and Spirit Leeches are harassing Wurzag. So on the low ground, the Greenskins are doing well. On the high ground, the Empire had a very, very good win, though the Greenskins will rally and come back in greater numbers. Yada yada sand people. Squigs continuing to push up, now have their sights set on the other Outrider Grenade Launcher, getting a little bit of poke there, and some Goblins are also coming in, so there's not a lot of places for those skirmish elements to hide. Empire Knights chasing off the Forest Goblin Spider Riders, trying to get rid of them, and these Outrider Grenade Launchers have rallied just a little bit as a Gaze of Mork hits Boris, does a little bit of damage. Boris is just going to dive down. He'll probably tear out these Goblins very quickly, and then without them, the Orc Boarboy Biggins will get whittled down by Halberdiers. Greenskins that previously routed are back. They are again in a bit of a blob, though there are no grenade launchers to really make them regret it just yet, as this Amethyst Wizard is trying to fall back from the clustered up Goblins. But the Outriders are busy dealing with some Squigs, it looks like, so they're not fully there to support the Amethyst Wizard. Wurzag and his lads trying to clean up stuff on the low ground while Spirit Leeches continue to take their toll on them. Stone Trolls are even killing some Empire Knights on the backfield. And these Outrider Grenade Launchers are forced to fall back as Orc Boarboy Biggins did get a little bit of a charge on him, then ran away due to Halberdiers and Spearmen being everywhere. Something's happening here. It looks like an Here We Go. It is an Here We Go, given a pretty big melee attack buff, because you get the Here We Go, plus you get the Bonewood Staff of Wurzag. Giving them all buffs, but Wurzag is alone. He's not on his pig, so actually on foot, he's very easy for Boris to catch. Boris already gets him down to half HP. Getting a couple of real nice charge attacks onto him. The Amethyst Wizard is about to rout. The Outriders Grenade Launchers are stuck in melee combat for now with the Forest Goblin Spider Riders, but they've almost broken free. And Wurzag continues to be hunted by Boris. Another Spirit Leech onto him, and since now that I know that he's on foot, he is very squishy. Not a big health pool on foot. Not like he has a massive health pool on his pig, but still. Huntsmen are shooting at the Stone Trolls, though now they have bigger problems to deal with, as Forest Goblin Spider Riders are going to run them the fuck down and push them off the map, most likely. Stone Trolls opt back into fighting the Amethyst Wizard, though he is surrounded by Halberdiers. We'll hope that this rear charge by the Boarboy Biggins can get rid of those Halberdiers. The second Wah is out. The River Troll Hags, the River Trolls, the Swamp Things with Get Back Here, and a Wad doing a ton of damage to Boris Todbringer, plus the Orc Borbor Biggins charging in here as well. Boris is taking a ton of damage. Boris is almost routing, and a Gaze of Mork down the line of Halberdiers gets a bit of damage out of them, but Boris has not given up just yet. Boris has not surrendered, and Wa wears off and takes its ITP with it, which could cause these Orc Borbor Biggins to tear out, plus Spirit Leech onto Wurzag. Boris is barely clinging to life, and so is the Amethyst Wizard, both of the Empire's leadership pieces somehow keeping in the fight as the Swamp Things run away. They did have ITP, but sometimes, you know, basic leadership hurts you. Now, Boris's leadership is climbing. A little bit of Huntsman Fire is going to get these Orc Borboy Biggins to run away. Halberdiers rear charging in, and now Wurzag might be the one in trouble as all of his support is left, leaving poor little Wurzag all alone. But speaking of all alone, everywhere else, the Empire is in complete disarray. Some Empire Knights did rally, and they're trying to help out those Huntsmen, but the Forest Goblin Spiders have done their job. They have finished off those Huntsmen for the most part. Wurzag is now routing from Boris, and I don't see Boris letting him come back. As the Broken Tusk mobs try and rally and save their leader, the rest of the Greenskins are coming too, and the balance of power is significantly in the Greenskins' favor. But Boris charges in. He misses a couple attacks in a row on Wurzag, which is going to cost him. He really needs to finish off Wurzag because his support is fleeting at best, and there are a bunch of anti-large, heavy cav, and just armor-piercing stone trolls coming in to deal with him. So Boris needs to hurry up and kill Wurzag. It's not the player's fault. Sometimes it's just impossible to kill foot characters as he misses like 5 attacks in a row, knocks Wurzag away instead of finishing him off. And this is getting real risky for Boris if he doesn't just fucking finish this fight already. And he misses again. He cannot hit Wurzag. Thankfully, due to all of his leadership debuffs and the Huntsmen still offering a little bit of support on their way out, they do get all these Boar Boys to rout. They will even get the Swamp Things to rout. That's mostly the Halberdiers just chewing them to pieces, and that is a shatter. Somehow the Amethyst Wizard comes back. He overcasts Spirit Leech to use it from across the map, and Boris finally gets an actual hit onto Wurzag, and the Spirit Leech will finish him off. And with Wurzag dead, all of a sudden the leadership for the Greenskin tanks. A bunch of stuff that was rallying in the backfield is all just routing now on its own, and Boris is about to dive in onto these guys who are all almost routing. We have a full health Stone Troll at 28 leadership. Full health Stone Troll is at like 28, now it's at 30 leadership. That's how bad their leadership is, especially when your lord has died. Balance power is slightly in favor of the Greenskins now, but I honestly am super concerned that like Boris can just chain route everything. He's diving in onto these Stone Trolls. The Stone Trolls do have 50 leadership right now, for now. But as soon as he dives in, it tanks down to 5, down to 7, 4, and they just terror out immediately. Full health, terror out. They're gone. And then they even naturally rout. Well, at full HP. Oh, nope, they managed to rally. For now. Everything else is routing. As the Stone Trolls rally, the balance of power takes a giant shift back to the middle. I don't know if you saw that, but that's actually the most I've seen a balance of power shift as quickly as it did. And if the Stone Trolls rout again, you're going to see this balance of power go significantly in the Empire's favor. Let's watch. They rout. Wow. When they rallied, it went way back to the middle, but now that they routed, barely went anywhere. Weird. Outriders, grenade launchers firing in on the Stone Trolls, actually getting a surprising amount of damage, plus Boris hitting them too. And there just doesn't seem to be anything left for the Greenskins at this point. Trying to rally their Amethyst Wizard by killing off the Boar Boys. They do kill off the Boar Boys. That allow the Amethyst Wizard to come back, and that should be army losses once you get that mage back online. Even throws the Spirit Leech onto the Broken Tusk mob. Just wants to get rid of them. Everything's routing except for the Stone Trolls, which as soon as Boris dives in, they'll rout again. That's the end of that. God damn. Rest in peace, little Wurzag. Boris hard carrying, even though he didn't have the craziest value, it was just cycle routing stuff. Amethyst Wizard, even with just Spirit Leeches, got 1600-ish value. Ardent's Grenade Launchers did okay. Huntsman did okay. Halberdiers did pretty well. Spearmen did pretty well as well. For Strat, Wurzag offered some support and stuff. River Trolls did fine. Stone Trolls did fine. Boar Boy Biggins, mixed, but yeah, they're a weird unit. They're a weird unit. Sometimes they do great, sometimes they do nothing. Spider Riders mixed. Squig Herds overall pretty good. Goblins mixed. GG. Roar. Subscribe, yes, yes.